Adults for Unit 8A, Reported Speech. Reported speech is a little difficult for English students because you need to be good at understanding the formation of tenses. What is present? What is past? What is present perfect? What is future? What is past perfect? What is past continuous? And understanding the differences. The good news is that, in my opinion, reported speech is not the most important thing to really understand. Everything else is more important than reported speech, in my opinion. But it's still important to understand. Let's check. Reported speech is when we report what somebody else said. So, for example, a direct sent statement looks like this. I like traveling. John said, I like traveling. Or Joan said, I like traveling. Reported, she said that, that is optional. She liked traveling. Why? Because she said this in the past. When? I don't know. But what was present for her is past for me. What was present for her is past for me because she said, I like traveling in the past. So my report is past. She said that she liked traveling. A new example. John says, I'm leaving tomorrow. Present continuous. Those are his words. I'm leaving tomorrow. He told her, or he told me, he was leaving the next day. Why? Because the tomorrow was direct, and now maybe the time changed. I'm leaving tomorrow. Well, when did he say that? He meant the next day for my report. And present continuous for him is now past continuous for us. Present continuous for him is past continuous for us. And it's the same. The general rule is you step back into the past. Present to past. Present simple, past simple. Present continuous, past continuous. So, what about future? I'll always love you. Well, we step back into would, a hypothetical, a conditional. I'll always love you. He said that he would always love me. And won't steps back to wouldn't. I won't always love you. I wouldn't always love you. But what if the direct statement is in the past simple? I passed the exam. Well, here is why we need the past perfect. Remember the past perfect? The past of the past? Well, here we need it. Direct, I passed the exam. Reported, she had passed the exam. She told me that she had passed the exam. Present perfect, I've forgotten my keys, also steps back into the past perfect. I've forgotten my keys. He said that he'd forgotten his keys. Not my keys, his keys. I can't come changes to couldn't. I may, interesting, changes to might. Right? This is the only real difference between may and might. We step back into might. And must, if you remember, must has no past in English. So we use the similar verb have to and in the past. I must go. She said that she had to go. Okay? So we use reported speech to report what somebody different said. And their conversation is not the same as what I want to say to you. I need to report their speech, not my own. When reporting, then we when reporting, then we use said or told. That's in the past tense, and the tenses that is being reported normally change like this. Here's an example of when the tenses don't change. When you report what someone said very soon after they said it, the tenses often stay the same because not enough time has passed to make it confusing. I can't come tonight, Adam. I've just spoken to Adam and he said he can't come tonight. It's so close to the present that we don't need to change the tense. I really enjoyed the trip. Jack told me he really enjoyed his trip. He told me very recently, so we don't have to take a step back into the past simple. Past perfect, sorry. This is what I mean about reported speech not being the most important part of grammar to understand. Everything else is more important, in my opinion, than reported speech because English speakers often don't make these changes. We change I to he or she, or my to his or her, for example. But we don't always change the tense. It's not necessary to understand. However, it's good practice. It's good to know. Okay? The difference between say and tell is that said does not use a person or object pronoun. He said he was tired, not he said me. Never he say me, he said me. This is a common mistake for Spanish speakers. He said me. No, he told me. He told me. He said, maybe you continue about him, but not the direction of the speech. After told, you must use a person or pronoun. Sarah told Callie that she would call her. Okay? And finally, questions. Similar style, but we should check this. Are you married? She asked him if he was married. Present in the direct question, past in the reported question. Did she call? He asked me whether she had called. Whether creates a yes, no situation, like did she call, which has a yes, no answer. What's your name? I asked him what his name was. And where do you live? He asked me where I lived, right? This is a little more difficult. Where do you live is present. He asked me where I lived. This is past, but it does not need to be in the question formation anymore because I'm reporting a question, not asking one. Okay? So when you report a question, the tenses change like normal, but you don't use question form anymore. We use positive and negative. When a question doesn't begin with a question word, add if or whether to make that yes no distinction clear. Do you want a drink? He asked me if I wanted a drink. He asked me whether I wanted a drink. Here they are both the same. You also have to change a word order to subject plus verb and not use do or did. Do or did in the question form, the reported form, it's now not necessary, okay? Because now it's just a positive. He asked me where I lived, not he asked me where I did live. He asked me where I lived. A little difficult, but let's check and practice with part A. 10 questions. Example, I'm in love with another woman. My boyfriend told me he was in love with another woman. Okay. Complete the sentences using reported speech. There are 10 questions. Pause and complete. Now, there is not so much space here, but I will do my best. Number one, I'm selling all my books. My brother said he was selling all his books. Present continuous, step back to past continuous. Number two, I've booked the flights. Emma told me she had booked the flights. Present perfect to past perfect. Your new dress doesn't suit you. My mother told me, my mother told me, yeah, my new dress didn't suit me. So now this is present tense to past tense, but negative. Number four, I may not be able to go to the party. Matt said he might not be able to go to the party. May is reported as might. I won't wear these shoes again. Jenny said she wouldn't wear those shoes again. For me, it's those shoes. For her, it's these shoes. Number six, I didn't buy you a present. My girlfriend told me she hadn't bought me a present. So past simple, step back to past perfect. Number seven, I must get a dress for the party. Rachel said she had to get a dress for the party. Must has no past tense, so we use the similar verb have to in its past tense. Number eight, I haven't been to the gym for a long time. Kevin said he hadn't been to the gym for a long time. Present perfect, negative. Past perfect, negative. Nine, I found a bargain at the sale. This is past, so we take a step back to the past perfect. My sister told me she had found a bargain at the sale. And number 10, I can't find anywhere to park. Luke told me he couldn't find anywhere to park. Okay, let's try part B. Now there are 10 questions again, and we complete with reported speech. For example, why did you dump your girlfriend? My friend asked me why I had dumped my girlfriend. We are reporting questions, so it's a little more difficult here. Okay, pause and complete 10 questions. Number one, when are you leaving? My parents asked me when I was leaving. Not enough space here. My parents asked me when I was leaving. Two, have you ever been engaged? She asked him, this is a yes no question. So we need if. She asked my, yeah, sorry. She asked him if he had ever been engaged. If, because a yes no question, and present perfect steps back to past perfect. Will you be home early? That's future. So we step back to would. Anna asked Liam, and is this a yes no question? It is. So if or whether is okay. Anna asked Liam if he would be home early. Number four, where do you usually buy your clothes? That's present simple. My sister asked me where I usually bought past. Clothes. Number five, did you wear a suit to the job interview? That's past, so we need to step back to past perfect. We asked him if, because yes, no question, but let's use whether just for a change. We asked him whether he had worn. Wear is an irregular verb. Wear, wore, worn. Past perfect. Whether he had worn a suit to the job interview. Number six, do you ever go to the theater? I asked Lisa, yes, no question, if she ever went to the theater. That's present, steps back to past. What time will you arrive? He asked us what time we would arrive. Will steps back to would. 8. How much money did you spend at the sale? I asked my girlfriend how much he had spent at the sale. Can you help me? Sally asked the police officer. This is a yes, no question. If they or he or she could help her. Her is Sally. They is the police officer. Maybe man, maybe woman. 10. What size are you? The salesperson asked me what size I was. Present, back to past. So a little difficult, I imagine, because what is present perfect? What is past perfect? How do I construct it? So if you need help with the construction of tenses, check the other videos because reported speech is step back and remember if, whether for questions with yes, no answers, and we report questions in positive reporting. Okay, see you next time.